Hi everyone, it's Dwillis, Kiwi Scrapper from New Zealand. I'm here to share with you some happy mail. Yes, I've got some happy mail. It's actually things I purchased from a fellow crafter on YouTube, and that's Lynn, whose channel is beadfairy1, and Lynn lives in England. So I bought these off Lynn maybe a couple of weeks ago and have just got them posted out, and they arrived yesterday. And all I've done, I picked them up on my way out the door to work yesterday, and this is exactly what I needed to be opening today, because I've had 2 really exhausting nights on the hospital ward that I work on, and I've come home both nights absolutely shattered and feeling depressed and down and just thinking, I don't like doing this anymore, I'm so tired, I'm getting too old for it. So I got up this morning feeling exactly the same way, and having to drive back into the city on my day off because I've got an appointment this afternoon over in the city, which is a 40-minute drive away, and I've got an appointment there tomorrow as well. So my first really relaxed day off is going to be Friday, and then I'm back at work Saturday again. Anyway, so enough of that. I got this, and all I did this morning was I just cut it open, and I was actually too tired to do anything. I just sat down with the dogs in the lounge and looked at some videos on YouTube, made some comments, and then I thought, well, I should come and do this. So without further ado, I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to take everything out actually. Well, actually no, what I'll do is I'll just put that on the side, because I don't want to be showing addresses, and it's hard not to, really. And look at that, isn't that beautiful? Now, I love cats. I've got 3 cats and 3 dogs, and this looks like a little a colour point. Could be a ragdoll, I'm not sure. I've had a Burmese girl in the past, absolutely beautiful, and I tragically lost her when she was 13 a few years ago now. And I've got Bengals now, which well, they're both 8 years old. So anyway, so Lynn says, "Hi Dwellers, thank you for your custom. I put a few extras." Whoa, a few extras. That's cheered me up. Can't wait to see what you're going to do with them. Hugs, Lynn. Thank you so much, Lynn. You didn't have to do the extras, but wow, that's considerably cheered me up. Now, Lynn, if you people don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do, she buys wedding dresses and beautiful tablecloths and vintage, a lot of them vintage, and she breaks them up for painstakingly, I might say, for our working, on our craft work, and then sells them, but very reasonably priced. So I actually first saw these, discovered Lynn when I was watching something by Tricia, and she's a little shabby chic in England, and she does a lot of beautiful shabby chic work, so I often watch hers to get inspiration, and she'd bought a whole lot of things off Lynn as well, and that's so I sped on over to Lynn's channel, and I'd missed out on that lot, and I missed out on the following lot, because obviously when those videos are being put up to sell things over here in New Zealand, I'm asleep. But look at these, aren't they just beautiful? Isn't that amazing? And Lynn sent me an assortment of various different wedding gowns that she's cut up. So aren't they just stunning? And of course these can be tea dyed, they can be sprayed over. I saw a project yesterday where the lady crafter had done a tussie mussie. Absolutely beautiful, probably the most beautiful tussie mussie I've seen, and I've got her saved to my favourites. I will check it out, and I'll put it in the description box below for you guys to go and have a look at. And she sprayed hers with the Lindy's Stamp Gang, I think it's called, sprays. I've got a few of them, but I haven't got the one that she actually used. And they just look beautiful, but you could tea dye them also, coffee dye them, yeah. So these are just beautiful. I mean, I haven't had anything this beautiful to craft with, so I'm really looking forward to doing some crafting with these pieces. And of course, you know, if you don't want to use them like this, they can be separated to make up, you know, just the flowers, whatever, the scrolls, whatever you want to do with them. And these look as if they're all off the same wedding dress, I would think. Yeah, I think so. That's one whole piece there. Probably round the neck, maybe, or down the hemline, and that's or maybe in the train. I think I try the train of the gown. I think I ordered something. I think Lynn's so brave, because I wouldn't have the courage to take a pair of scissors to a lovely wedding gown. I love the end result. I'm going to really look forward to using these, but I just would not have the courage to take the scissors. I've got my own wedding gown, and I'm sure it's got lots of appliques on it. And I keep thinking, well, I could do something like that with it. You know, cut it up. Oh wow, now this is the extras that Lynn's talking about. Oh Lynn, thank you so much. I think Tricia, Little Shabby Chic, bought some of these, the green and pink ones, if I remember rightly, and this is what I was originally after. And I think so. I might be getting a bit confused there, but I think so, I'm not sure. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. Wow, that must have been a gorgeous wedding gown. That is just beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. They're just such beautiful quality as well. Getting appliques in New Zealand is hideously expensive, absolutely hideously expensive. So I have just never bought any. But that is beautiful. Look at, I love that. That is such a beautiful colour. It's a where these are white. This is an ivory, a cream. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And that beautiful lace. Wow. These are going to make some fabulous, oh, and there's another piece there, look. I've got two. Oh, Lynn, thank you so much. That's just so special. It really has cheered me up on what I thought was going to be a horrible, miserable day. Wow. Look at this, ladies and gents, if anyone's watching. Oh, look at that. That is so heavily beaded, and it's a heavy piece. That's amazing. Lynn, thank you so much. I just can't believe you've sent these as extras. They're just absolutely brilliant. I'm already looking forward to seeing the next wedding gown she gets and putting another order in. This could become very addictive. But you know, these are just beautiful pieces, and her prices are so reasonable. Oh wow, look at these. So this is obviously off another wedding gown, and it might be off the same wedding gown as that lovely piece there, I think, because the pearls are the same. Yep, I think so. Oops. Isn't that just beautiful? Well, I'm going to try not to hoard these, but they're just so beautiful that I'll use them, of course I'll use them, but I think I'll be hoarding some of them. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I hope I'm staying in focus and in frame. And can you imagine all the incredibly intricate work that Lynn has, because she's not just cut them out on the fabric, which I might have done if I was doing something like that. She's actually intricately cut them all out. Look. Isn't that amazing? That is absolutely amazing. That's a very special gift to have the patience to do that on these huge gowns. Wow, look at that one. It's so nice that she gave me an assortment from different gowns, because they're different colours. So thank you so much for doing that, Lynn. I never would have thought of asking you to do that. But it's beautiful. It means there's different colours. Look at those ones there. This is exquisite. Wow, look at that. And you see again, That's the white one, and it's got, this one is an ivory. It's not quite as cream as the lace one I showed before, but that's definitely an ivory. Isn't that beautiful? I love ivory. I love ivory probably a little bit more than white. I don't work a lot with white, but I want to. So that's going to be some of my up and coming projects for the new year, is going to be white on white, because I've seen my lovely YouTube friend Olivia Hernandez. She does some beautiful, just recently she's done I think it was yesterday or the day before, I watched 2 of her new videos, and she'd done white on white altered boxes, and they were beautiful. And not only had she done the outside, the tops of the boxes beautifully, but she opened up the boxes and I was just like, oh wow, absolutely gorgeous. So she's inspired me. And also Tricia, Little Shabby Chic, she does a lot of white on white, and her project's always beautiful. Aren't these gorgeous? These ivory tones are so beautiful and perfect for doing your more vintage looks, your more vintage things. You can also use them in some shabby chic as well, of course. But, wow, these are just exquisite, Lynn. Absolutely exquisite pieces. And that's another gown again, because that one's a white. And when I first saw that Lynn was doing these, after watching Tricia, the video from Tricia and what she'd bought from Lynn, and then I'd missed out. They'd all been bought by the time I got. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the beadwork and the flower on that. Isn't that just amazing? I mean, you could, if you wanted to, you didn't want to use the whole piece, you could just cut that flower out alone, and that's just beautiful. Yes, so I looked at some. I went into the wedding section of Trade Me here in New Zealand, which is the equivalent to your eBay, and looked at all the wedding gowns and things, and they were just hideously priced, even the older ones. So I thought, well, you know, wow. I have occasionally seen them in op shops, and the prices haven't been too bad, but not many of them have got beautiful appliques on. Look at that piece of lace work. Isn't that just gorgeous? I hope the lighting's good here to show you how exquisite these pieces are from Lynn, because they truly are. I'm not a person who yips and yays and giggles and stuff like that. I wish I was. I'm sure I used to be, but I'm not now. I think life's thrown too much at me, and I just, I'm a more serious person nowadays. But Lynn, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. These are absolutely gorgeous, and for what I paid for them, and all the extras you threw in, wow, it's unbelievable. I mean, this is just gonna keep me going. Look at these, the ivory ones, just fabulous. This is going to keep me going for a long time, but I'm certainly going to be ordering more. And people, if you want these beautiful things, there are 1 or 2 other ladies selling, I think in America, selling wedding gowns as well that they cut up and things like that. But these ones, I don't know what prices they put on them, but these are just beautiful. And I will certainly be going back for more. So, if you want some of these, I'm sure that Lynn's taking a break now over the Christmas holidays, of course. But maybe in the new year she'll be getting some more in. I know recently she was selling some doilies, I think. I think it was Lynn. Anyway, my apologies, Lynn, if it wasn't you. But yes, certainly if you want some of this beautiful yumminess, just go and check out what she's, just keep an eye on her videos, subscribe to her and keep an eye on her videos, so that you don't miss out. I'm just so thrilled, absolutely thrilled, really I am. So Lynn, thank you very much. fellow crafters, wow, can you imagine the joy it's going to be to work with some of these things? Absolutely beautiful. Look at that one. So, wow, yeah, I feel better. Oh, look at that, I've just spotted that one at the bottom of the pile. Isn't that amazing? I wish I'd seen the dress that came from. And that's the other thing, that Lynn actually shows you the dresses, the gowns, before she starts removing all the appliques. She actually shows you the actual dresses as she gets them, and you can actually look and go, oh wow, I'd love some of that off the train, or I'd love those appliques on the sleeve or around the neck. And she's just great. You can just let her know that and private message her or comment below the video. Okay, so well, thank you for watching, thank you for sharing, and yeah, pop on over and subscribe to Lynn. That's beadfairy1, and I will put her name in the description box below so that you can go and check out what she's got. Okay, ladies, bye.